and today we are going to make our own Memory Dex pieces. So how do we do that? We've got these lovely dies and a few fun tabs in order to make your own Memory Dex dies. Now, of course, you can buy the dies that cut out all the different types of shape and typically comes with a layering piece. Or you can buy the layering tabs and dies to make your own, which is what I'm going to show you guys today. So you can turn anything into a Memory Dex. Now remember, the Memory Dex is going to fit into a Rolodex or it's going to fit into a Memory Dex box of some sort. And it allows you to slide these across, or if your box is really full, start flipping through them. And you decorate them like you would any other little small scrapbooking piece. So this is a lot of fun to be doing. So what happens if I want these particular pieces but they're not cut out to go into my Memory Dex, or they don't fit everything? So these particular tabs and bases will allow you to create your own. So what I did right here is cut out, lots of the paper packs have some of these pre-printed pieces. So what if I want to put this particular guy into my Memory Dex? I'm going to choose one, or I can use a multitude of these to do that. So I'm going to start with this particular piece right here. So it's got an outline piece, and the Memory Dex pieces will fit any of the typical Rolodex sizes. You've got a score line in the middle right there. So when this comes out, it's going to pop out like that. You're going to crease it in the middle onto the score line, and you're making a little pocket right there. So you can put anything in there. You can put it all the way down. Now, if you do that, then you're going to have to run this piece through your die cut machine to line that up so it goes through at the same time. Or what I did on this other particular piece is I glued it just right there on both sides. So now this raises up just a little bit, and these are cut perfectly to work. And then I added a little tab right here. So just that heart piece right there, I added a little tab so it makes it easier to be flipping through my box with. And we're just going to attach this guy down into here. And now if you notice, it's going to stand a little bit taller than my box and everything else. And that's okay. Now you do need to just watch your spacing if you do the round Rolodex, because as you turn it, you got to make sure if the taller ones go around in that circle. But if you have a box, you can have lots and lots of different sizes. So this one's going to slide back and forth just the same way. So again, that was the folded piece, which you can turn anything into a die or a Memory Dex, excuse me. And I popped that guy right here so I didn't cut that piece out with my Memory Dex piece. So the next piece to take a look at would be this one. Now it's a smaller version of this. You're still going to have the holes that line up exactly. You're just not going to get the extension on there, and then the whole thing is going to pop out. So you could attach that on the front, make sure this goes through your die cut machine as well, or you could attach it onto the back. Whoops. Doing it the other way around. Attach it onto the back so it isn't seen when you're flipping through your Memory Dex as well. Again, you're going to have to run that piece through so it attaches, but it kind of acts like a secret piece right there. And then you could certainly add another little tab if you'd like on the front or the back, however you'd like to embellish it. So that's the second way. You've got two different folded ways on how to make your own. And then we include in there these two pieces. One is stitched and one is plain. So let's take a look at these. Now it's just a line with the perfectly spaced Rolodex holes in it. So that's going to be cut out. So if you notice, that got cut out. I just had an extra piece of paper. So you can make this as tall as you like. Now you're going to have to trim both sides because it doesn't come with the edges. You're primarily getting the base and the two perfectly aligned holes. So let's pop this guy into our Memory Dex box right there. So you'll notice if these are all nice and full, it's going to stand up a little bit taller as well. And again, you could put tabs on that. so that these can stand up taller than your original size ones. And now this one is the same thing. It just is going to pop out and be a stitched factor. So you can pop it on this type of paper and make that pop up and add a little embellishment and decor, but it's perfectly sized. And now I would be having to trim this, and I can do a little decor on that as well. Now, because my box is a little bit wider, my box can take that wider piece right there. So that isn't a problem for the box. But again, if you're doing the Rolodex, you got to make sure it fits. So I've got a tall yellow piece, a tall green piece that I made my own, and then the little pocket piece. Or you've got the little guy to go ahead and add to yourself. And then it comes with a few little fun tabs to add too. All right, you enjoy making your own memory decks. Bye-bye.